It's your boy Jayo Sto. With tomorrow being Thanksgiving, I'm gonna drop an super early Super Six. We all know my best player matchups in the NFL. I'm gonna start off with Jordan Love versus Aidan Hutchinson. Hutchinson going crazy this season, 5.5 sacks, two fumble recoveries, two forced fumbles, a pick, and he seems like the heartbeat of Detroit. He is the guy on that defense. You could game plan all you want for him, but he is still going to wreak havoc. And I see Jordan Love. I feel like he can have success in this game. Yes, he's not the most mobile, but he gets the ball out of his hands. That was a big win for him and the Packers against the Chargers. But I'm not most impressed by him throwing over 300 yards or two tutties, but is completing a pass to 10 different receivers. He and Aaron Rodgers, I'm sure they still talk back and forth. Rodgers has a lot of time on his hands, so he's just giving the young guy a game. My next player matchup to look out for is Alvin Kamara versus Bijan Robinson. Kamara, he's Mr. Consistent, and every single week there's a question mark at quarterback for the Saints. Is it Jameis? Okay, he comes in the game, he throws 2-3 picks. Derek Carr, he's healthy one game, he's injured 2 games. I don't know, I'm thinking you might have to just have Taysom Hill as your quarterback. I'm gonna be totally honest, but Kamara, he's the only guy you can really rely on offense. Yes, Olave too, but Kamara touches the rock receiving and rushing. And the defense is not a team. They're aging. Tyrann Mathieu, Demario Davis is still a baller, but they're aging. Give Kamara the ball on a regular basis because he can single-handedly win you a game. Bijan Robinson, before the bye week, he had his most rushing attempts as a Pro 22, and I think he is one of those guys. He can be, in the next 2-3 years, the best running back in the entire NFL. It's just up to Arthur Smith. Are you going to call his number? My next player matchup to look out for is Evan Ingram versus Dalton Schultz. Look at me putting out a tight end matchup. But both guys are durable, played all 10 games this year. Both guys have over 400 yards. The difference is Evan Ingram hasn't been in the end zone. Dalton Schultz has been there 5 times. And he is the perfect tight end for a young quarterback like CJ Stroud. And he has to love Texas. He's coming from Dallas with Dak. Also another pass-happy offense. He just knows how to get open. And I think right now, I would put him in the top 5 for tight ends. I'll be honest. Even top 4. My next player matchup to look out for is Lamar Jackson versus Justin Herbert. Herbert, yes, a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's not his fault, it's Staley's fault. But Staley doesn't call the offense. That is Kellen Moore's job, and Kellen Moore's done a great job. Herbert, yes, he's missed some throws, but the throws he does make, his wide receivers are failing him, a la Quentin Johnson against the Packers. That is a brutal drop, and it doesn't seem like he's ready for this level. For the longest time, it seemed like Herbert was the better quarterback than Tua, but with all the inconsistencies and Tua's growth, it seems like the Dolphins made the right pick because Tua, as of late, has been absolutely balling. LJ, on the other hand, another year, another key player goes down for the Ravens. Mark Andrews is now out for the year. Another horrible tackle in the NFL. The NFL needs to take that hip tackle out of the game, but LJ just wins. Ever since he's entered the league, that is what he's done. Doesn't have no real true weapons. I just look at it like this. It's never going to be easy to get to a Super Bowl, and it's going to be even more difficult to win a Super Bowl, but this has to be the years for the Ravens. The Bills are mediocre. Cincinnati, they've lost their quarterback, and the Chiefs are not looking like world beaters. So can LJ do it? He's won an MVP. I believe he can. We will see in February if they are in that game. My next player matchup to look out for is Isaiah Pacheco versus Josh Jacobs. And Jacobs going to have a huge game if the Raiders want to avoid a 2-game losing skid. Jacobs, one of the best players on the team. Devontae Adams, also, you just got to get them the ball. You got to keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. So Jacobs getting 25 to 30 carries might be what is needed for them to get a win. Pacheco, he so shifty. Probably the shiftiest in the NFL. Super hard to tackle him. And he's only had 100-yard games, but the Chiefs, they do pass the ball so much. So you can't really wrong him for that. And it's just an anemic offense. I understand Andy Reid. He believes in his quarterback. He gives his quarterback so much control. But maybe they should look to run it a little more, just because it seems like these receivers, there's a lot of pressure on them now. You've seen MVS with that big drop. My last player matchup for week 12 is Jalen Hurts versus Josh Allen. And Allen, his first game with his new coordinator, Joe Brady, 20 for 32, 275 yards, 3 tutties, and only 1 pick. I think this could work because such a conservative game now. He's not always looking for the home run. And if you forget, Joe Brady, he was offensive coordinator for the LSU team that won a natty with Joe Burrow, with Chase, with Jefferson, Clyde, Edwards-Helaire. He knows what he is doing. And I think for the Bills, if they want to turn this season around, they need to run the ball more. James Cook has shown that he definitely can do that. And let Josh Allen chill when it comes to all these quarterback runs. He doesn't need to do it all the time because he is your franchise. You need him healthy. You see all these quarterbacks going down to injury. Let James Cook do his thing and let Allen find his guys, Diggs, Shakir. Let him find those guys through the air. Jalen Hurts, he is 9-1 on the season. Eagles are the best team in the league. He didn't have the best game against the Chiefs, but he got into the end zone on the ground. Only the best wide receiver that game was Devontae Smith, only 99 yards. And the thing about Jalen Hurts, he is just so strong. Against the Cowboys, he took a nasty helmet to the knee, and it went into the opposite direction. Didn't look good, but he came back in the game, willed his team to victory, and he said he'll do anything for that city, anything for that team. Like, he is a natural born leader. It's your boy Jayo Sto. Let's have fun with this week 12. You gotta love 3 games in one day on a Thursday. Everybody, please subscribe, like, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get it.